Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the last Sipping Wealth Live of 2024. Welcome, and welcome back where I teach you news, tips, and tricks on how to wealth up, y'all. So this is, of course, we are back, like I said, last this past Saturday was the annual Wealthy Brunch, which went amazingly. I am so happy for all those that attended, all the value that the speakers was able to provide during the brunch was absolutely outstanding. I mean, everything, the food, the DJ, the venue. I just think everyone that played a pivotal role in making sure that this event, that Wealthy Brunch, was successful. And thank you, everyone. All right, y'all. So, per usual, let's go ahead and hop in to the live topic for today. So, I am going to be talking about, things that we need to make sure that we're keeping in mind as we go into the year 2025. Things that we need to make sure that we're doing, things that we need to make sure that we are keeping in mind as we start planning for a successful 2025. All right, y'all. Outside of making sure that you book an appointment with your accountant and your financial experts, make sure that we're going to go through some other things that you should keep in mind and things that that could possibly be a benefit to you as well. All right. For starters, I want to go ahead and start with planning because we know that this is generally kind of how we get started as far as trying to figure out what we want 2025 to look like. All right. So making sure that we identify our goals. One of the amazing resources that we have to help with planning is our My Wealth Planner. So the My Wealth Planner, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share here. So the My Wealth Planner is a planner that is specifically made with you in mind. So it makes sure it helps with you mapping out your goal on an annual, monthly, weekly, daily, then hourly, down to an hourly goals, so that you are more likely and prone to actually accomplishing those goals because you are, not just keeping the big picture in mind, but you're actually breaking it down into manageable, obtainable goals. All right. So you're going to head over to the Sipping Wealth website. So that's sippingwealth.com. Head over to the shop page. From the shop page, you're going to see different things that you can purchase on the shop page. So one of them is the My Wealth Planner. So the My Wealth Planner is on sale right now for our year end. So going ahead and even making this a Christmas gift for yourself or a loved one or a friend, but getting them a My Wealth Planner. So you'll be able to get more details and things like that on what the My Wealth Planner is going to look like. There's also pictures and things on here on what the inside look like. So you'll be able to check that out on the Sipping Wealth website. All right. And as you see, Afterpay is available. So, no need to worry there. All right. So make sure that you, like I said, grab your My Wealth Planner, y'all. All right. Okay. Let me do a screen share. All right, y'all. Another thing to make sure that we are making sure that we are accomplishing our 2025 goals is to start with our short-term, long-term financial goals and our goals in general, and then making sure that we're writing them down. So like I said, so we want a big picture. What do we want 2025 to look like? And then we want to go ahead and break it down into, hey, what is that going to, how is that going to be tracked on a monthly, annually, and on monthly, weekly, and then a daily, what is that going to look like on a daily basis? All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. I want to make sure this is up. All right, y'all. And then you want to make sure that you are going to get a comprehensive budget plan, because we do know with accomplishing our goals, we need to make sure that we have our resources in order. We need to make sure that our money is not funny in 2025, and in order to do that, we need to make sure that we have a solid budget. All right. If you do need that budgeting template, go ahead and reach out to us. We do have that free budget template. For those of you that need more guidance and assistance, head over to the Sipping Wealth website. We do have memberships and things like that help provide more assistance on your budgeting journey. The next is going to make sure that you are increasing that emergency fund. So working on building that emergency fund if you don't have one yet, or working on making sure that, hey, I want to, instead of that month or 2 month of emergency fund I have in there, let me go ahead and try to increase that. Let me get that up to 6 months, 12 months, so that I know, hey, if there are some odd reason where I have a loss of income for 6 months, that I will be able to still, get by because I have that rainy day fund or emergency fund, I should say. All right. The next is going go ahead and make sure that we're optimizing our credit scores. So paying our debt off, coming up with a plan. I already have lives. You can head over to the YouTube channel. I have lives that help with that snowball method. I literally have a live dedicated to methods to help you pay off your debt. So check out that live. Head over to the YouTube channel. You can search the lives that already have happened in the past for assistance in that arena. All right. So check that out as far as paying off your debt on time, getting that credit utilization score below 30% so that we can increase those credit scores in the next year. Automate our savings. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and put your savings on automation. So if you know your savings goal for 2025 is $5,000, $2,000, whatever the case may be, break that down per paycheck. Maybe you want to do, $100 or $50 a week, $25 a week, whatever that looks like. Break it down and automate it so that that money already comes out of the account, and you don't have to do another step to think, oh, I have to go and transfer that savings amount so that I can make sure that I hit the savings goal for the year. All right. The next is to make sure that we are strategically planning when it comes to taxes. So, yeah, the days are over when we are just, going to anyone to file our taxes. We want to make sure that we are strategic about filing our tax planning. Okay, we want to make sure that we are planning ahead for the tax credits, for deductions, for retirement contributions, whatever the case may be, to help bring down our tax liability, but also make sure that we are putting away for our future selves. All right. Because we don't want to be in a predicament where we don't have enough to retire. All right. So a lot of people are going to have this issue, but you don't want to have that issue. You don't want that to be you. All right. The other thing is to invest in some financial literacy. These lives are great. They're free. They're on YouTube. They're accessible. You can hop on and, watch a video whenever you like. But, saying that, hey, I want to be intentional about purchasing a book. Maybe I want to be intentional about investing in my time and energy into a podcast or a platform like Sipping Wealth. Maybe I want to go forward and do the membership. However that may look like for you, but invest your time and efforts in actually becoming more financially literate. That is the goal, and the primary mission of Sipping Wealth is to spearhead and be that push that people need to make sure that they are actually investing in financial literacy and taking a moment to think about that. All right. For my entrepreneurs and business owners, this section is for you. So if you are a business owner, pay attention, okay? This is for you. We are not going into 2020, into 2025, still co-mingling our personal and business expenses. I know at the Wealthy Brunch, I made sure I touched on this, okay? Because a lot of people, they go and get LLCs when they're operating their business like a sole proprietor. All right, your business and your personal is commingled. You're like, whatever the case may be. All right. But when you operate like that, when you're commingling like that, it defeats the purpose of you having an LLC. All right, that limited liability clause, you're essentially throwing that out of the window because you are not operating your business like an LLC. All right, so make sure that we are separating our personal and our business expenses in 2025, y'all. All right, we want to make sure that we are also planning for our estimated taxes. Okay, we want to make sure that we are paying those estimated taxes on a quarterly basis to avoid those penalties at the end of the year. All right, it is a really easy penalty to get because you failed to actually put away for this amount. So you want to make sure that you are actually being intentional about saying, "Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that I come up with that net profit for each quarter, put away that estimated tax payment, so I don't have a huge bill at the end of the year." All right, especially if you're a business owner, 1099 gig worker, make sure that we're, taking that into account. All right. Leverage your tax advantage accounts. So your SEP for my self-employed individuals, your SEPs for my employed people, your 401ks, also for my business owners, your solo 401ks, your HSAs. These are ways that as a business owner, not only do you have that write-off, but you have that increased amount that you're able to put away for your retirement. So not only is your future self lit, your present self has that tax advantage as well. Depending on, of course, you want to make sure that you get with a financial professional to help open up these accounts and figure out what your plan is overall to get you in the right account. All right. The next is to review your pricing. For my business owners, look into your pricing. A lot of organizations already said, hey, our businesses already said, hey, in 2025, we're increasing our prices to this. We're increasing our prices to that. So look at your prices and think, hey, am I going to be able to sustain the business at my current prices? Do I need to increase it with inflation? Look at your pricing packages and look at the value that you are delivering to your clientele or your customer base. All right. Like I said, it is crucial for my business owners. Sit down and make sure that you are planning out for 2025. Make sure that you are looking at your pricing. If you need to increase, if you need to, make sure that you are delivering value to your clients so that they see the value in the price increase, whatever the case may be. But make sure that you are accounting for inflation and you are delivering value in delivering the service and the product that your client or customer is expecting. All right. And then as a business owner, making sure that you do have that emergency fund, that rainy fund put aside, because hey, you don't want to be in a situation, especially if you have employees, where you're unable to pay your employees because you're over leveraged, your expenses got too high, you didn't do that price increase, whatever the case may be. But you do want to make sure that you are taking into account like 3 to 6 months of your operating expenses for the business. That, depending on the downturn, we can only, have an idea of maybe what's going to happen. We really don't know until we're in a predicament of, oh my gosh, we're in 2025 and this happened. So you do want to make sure that you plan ahead for a downturn in the economy. Create a marketing plan. So every business should have a marketing strategy, should have a marketing plan for every month, for every year. So make sure that you have one for 2025. Hire or outsource strategically. All right. So if you know that, hey, this particular area of the business is consuming so much time that it's taking me out of the income generating task, outsource it. Okay. As a business owner, you want to make sure that your primary focus is on income generating tasks. So if it's not moving the needle, if it's not getting your business to the next level where you need to go, then maybe, hey, I need to look into outsourcing that so I can concentrate more on how we're going to bring in more additional revenue into the business. Or, hey, this is taking so much time out of my income generating task. All right, outsource those things. Accounting, bookkeeping, doing your own bookkeeping as a business owner. This is tedious task that you can outsource. All right, so looking into that. Um, I want to make sure I touch on everything now. Okay. Um, So for my people that are like, oh, this is my wealth up year. Every year is your wealth up year. We're moving the needle. All right, looking into diversifying your investments, getting with a financial planner or investment advisor, exploring real estate, stocks, other investments to help create those multiple streams, to help diversify where your money is lying or generating additional income. All right, investing into real estate. So figuring out, hey, I want to actually become more financially literate in the areas of real estate. What are areas that I can learn more to help with generating an additional stream? I know at the Wealthy Brunch, I spoke about, different ways that people can get into real estate and become IRS considered the real estate professional under the IRS guidelines. All right. So, what are different ways that I can invest in the real estate? What are different ways that I can help move the needle and grow my wealth overall? All right. Creating passive income streams, looking into that, creating a plan overall for how you're going to generate that generational wealth. All right. How are you going to move the needle? How are you going to get yourself out of the hole, depending on whatever you're at? So, ultimately, I would say to wrap this entire live together in a cute package. All in all, is making sure that we have a solid plan with going into 2025. All right, it's making sure that we meet with the professionals that's going to assist with getting us to the next level. All right, that we sit down and meet with our accountant, that we sit down and go over our books, that we go over our expenses, that we, as an individual, that we create a budget. As a business, we create a budget. So wherever you are, to make sure that, hey, I have a plan, a solid plan, and I am going to make sure that I am looking at my 2024 numbers. I am looking at, what I want for each month and how we're going to get there. Come up with a number for 2025 and then break it down by month. And then each month, now you can set metrics and parameters that you can hit so that you can make sure that you accomplish those goals overall. And like I said, one of the greatest tools, of course, is going to be the My Wealth Planner. Let me go ahead and share my screen one more time so I can show y'all this amazing planner. All right, because like I said, it is on sale. Make sure you grab your My Wealth Planner. Okay, so you're going to head over to the Sipping Wealth website. All right, sippingwealth.com. On sippingwealth.com, you're going to head over to the shop page. On the shop page, you'll be able to find different products that are available, and one of them is going to be the My Wealth Planner. All right, the My Wealth Planner, you'll be able to see get an idea for what the inside of it looks like, the outside of it looks like. Like I said, if you click through the images, you'll have an idea of what you're purchasing with the My Wealth Planner. Like I said, the My Wealth Planner helps on an annual basis. It has you outline your goal for the next 12 months and break it down on an annual, monthly, weekly, daily, and then hourly. All right. So we do have time increments in here. There's tax tips, affirmations. There's also checklists in here for our business owners or our gig workers as well. So make sure that you grab one of your My Wealth Planner on these sites. But yes, y'all. All right, that's the My Wealth Planner. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. For those of you that need further assistance, be sure to head over to the Strategic Tax Accountant's website, book a consultation, book a discovery call. The discovery call is very simple. We hop on the call with you to figure out, hey, what your needs are, and then based on that, we'll be able to see what services may best fit the need that you're looking for, and then we could get working on accomplishing that goal. are collaborating together so that we can make sure that you hit those goals in 2025. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode, to the final episode of Sipping Wealth Live for 2024. And I'll see y'all in 2025. Have a wonderful night. And let's not forget, let's wealth up.